Hi, I'm Hazel from Crewsaver and this is Lifejackets 101. How to choose the right life jacket. So whatever your circumstance, do choose your life jacket carefully. So whether you're choosing for yourself, your family, a work colleague or crew, do consider worst case scenarios and what's going to be the best life jacket for the ultimate safety in the overboard environment. So we want to be looking at buoyancy, this is measured in newtons. We want to be looking at the firing mechanism, so whether it's manual, automatic or hydrostatic, and finally the additional features the life jacket has. What are newtons? A newton is a metric measurement of force used to indicate the buoyancy a life jacket has to offer. The higher the number, the more buoyancy it has to offer. Firing mechanisms. So this is what actually triggers your life jacket to inflate. So there's a couple of options here. You can choose manual or automatic, and automatic breaks down into two firing mechanisms. You have your standard automatic and your hammer. Manual inflation. With these life jackets, the wearer does have to manually activate the life jacket themselves. It is worth noting that all life jackets will have the manual function included. Secondly, there's the automatic inflation. And when it comes to this, there are two options. You have your standard automatic and you have your hammer inflation. The standard automatic will go off automatically when in contact in water. Rainwater and spray shouldn't set it off, but when you do fall in the water, it will be quick to inflate. The hammer option is water pressure activated, so it's a great option for people who are exposed to a lot of severe weather or a lot of bow splash. You actually have to be in the water itself for it to go off. So for those who are getting very wet, who are very exposed to wave splash on board, then hammer is a good option to consider. For everything else, then the standard automatic is perfect. Life jacket features. So when choosing your life jacket, do look at the additional features that you can go for. There are compulsory features that you will find on a life jacket. So all life jackets will have reflective tape, lifting becket and a whistle. However, let's look at the additional features that you might want to choose. So additional features that you might want to consider when choosing a life jacket. You can look at a light, absolutely fantastic for night passages. A hood is fantastic. If you do fall in the water, it keeps that wave spray off your face. Second one is harness points. So a harness point is a soft loop or a metal loop at the front which facilitates the use of a safety line. So bladder technology, so the shape of the bladder, different shapes lead to different turning times, whether it's got an inflatable chin support, for example. We can also look at 3D jackets. So 3D jackets are absolutely fantastic to provide the ultimate in comfort. So just keeping the life jacket off your neck when you're wearing it so you don't get that achy neck which you might find with some life jackets. Other things to look for are, does the life jacket have crotch straps? All of Crewsaver's leisure life jackets do come with crotch straps as standard, and we would always recommend that you do wear them as well. So before donning your life jacket, there are a few checks that you need to do. So visually check the life jacket, making sure there's no tears or damage to any of the cover or any of the zip. Make sure the manual cord is accessible and hasn't been tucked up inside the life jacket. So you also need to check your firing mechanism. With this life jacket here, it does have an indicator window. So on this one, there are two green tabs. This means that the life jacket is good to go, everything is screwed in correctly. What you do need to know is when your capsule on automatic life jackets expired. So if it's expired, it does need to be replaced. For those which don't have the indicator window, you need to open up the life jacket, make sure everything is screwed in firmly. Fitting your life jacket. So before attempting to put the life jacket on, just make sure the buckles are undone and any of the webbings are just sort of loosened up a little bit. Just goes on like a waistcoat. Secure the buckle at the front. This jacket has two waist adjusters, so they're very easy to adjust. Simply pull on either side and you want to make sure this is in a comfortably tight position. If the life jacket has crotch straps, make sure that they are secured also in a comfortably tight position. Once the life jacket is on, just tidy away any of the bits of webbing into the webbing tidies.